China Greg has tried to defy the odds. You can clearly see she's a woman and black. And she's in a business few women of any color ever try to get into. One of the minority firms chosen to build and rebuild public housing projects all over town.
Only thing I've ever done was work and mind my own business.
Well, not anymore. Greg has filed whistleblower complaints now with the HUD Office of Inspector General and has met with the FBI. And now she says she's paying the price for asking too many questions. No doubt in your mind that she was retaliated against for blowing the whistle.
100%. Like I said, the timeline speaks for itself.
Let's go back in time, shall we? Mayor Turner announcing he was using $165 million of Hurricane Harvey disaster money to build new low-income apartments. A week later, another press release from City Hall. 4 new apartments were added to the list.
Nearly 200 elderly residents in the Memorial area near downtown are being forced to pack up and move out of their homes.
Among them, 2100 Memorial, the high-rise home for the elderly that was a magnet for flooding. We knew from our Housing Authority investigations that Leisha Green Ellis and her company were getting a payday on most public housing deals this year. And she was right in the middle of the Memorial Project, too. We had that great text where Leisha gave marching orders to the head of HHA, quoting, "He shouldn't have any additional conversations until after our meeting with the mayor." The text was sent to this guy, city housing boss Tom McCaslin.
Leisha Ellis?
Leisha Green Ellis.
You mean Leisha Green?
Yeah, do you know who she is? She's the commissioner's wife.
I do know who she is, but let's use her name if we're gonna talk about her.
So her name is not Leisha Green Ellis? Despite that waste of several seconds of my life that I'll never get back, we already knew how important Leisha Green Ellis was on most housing projects.
It's not like I knew who she was or her husband. I don't have a history of running around with politicians.
Then China's company Roofing Designs got a contract at this place, Edison Lofts on West Fuquay, part of a $6 million construction contract. Another apartment on that new list for federal Hurricane Harvey money. Guess who called her? Leisha, you know who. She was asking you to lower your bid.
Absolutely, on behalf of them or of whoever, I don't know.
We looked to see if Leisha Green or Leisha Green Ellis was listed as a contractor on that job, but she wasn't. But Goodwill Pierre, he was. The former aide to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee is now paid by you to monitor contracts like this.
I don't have Leisha Green on that project. But let me ask a question. What is the reason? Why are you asking these questions? This is a random call.
You know me. I'm not a big fan of BS, so let's play detective. Look at this text from Leisha Green Ellis to China about a phone call with, oh look, it's Goodwill Pierre.
Have you been dealing with Leisha Green Ellis on that, or does she work directly for the owners?
I don't understand why you're asking that question. I have no idea.
Is he lying?
Yes, he's lying.
China told Leisha Green no to lowering her price, and she says that's when the trouble started.
Pure hell. Pure hell. They have tried to kick us off this project about 3 times. They have basically tried to play with our money.
On September 21st of this year, China sent an email to the commissioner's wife, quoting, "I often wonder to what extent people go for a few dollars. You are rich. I am not. One's political influence has no stand with God."
I was venting, and it was to the point that, hey, you caused this. You caused these problems. You caused me a lot of problems. And how dare you? How dare you?
It was 11:02 in the morning. Just 6 hours later, China got an email through Goodwill Pierre that her company was under investigation now by the city of Houston. Maybe it was just all a big coincidence, but in the retaliation world, that's the kind of evidence the feds just gobble up. Hey, it's almost Thanksgiving.
There's case law, from the Fifth Circuit that says even a month, 2 months, 3 months, and I've seen cases of up to 4 months is enough. Because I say, 6 hours just means that they're very efficient.
We learned about China during our continuing investigation of the Houston Housing Authority. We've traveled to Kelly Village, the mansions at Turkey Creek, and the Long Drive townhomes. HHA is spending millions of your dollars renovating roofs on city public housing projects all over town.
These funds, are taxpayer funds. They need to be treated carefully. Just playing it fast and loose is not something that should be accepted by any means.
We think something is real rotten at the Houston Housing Authority. But what about China? Tell me about what you think today of this place, the Housing Authority.
Corrupt. 100% corrupt.
Stay tuned.